Hi friends. I had someone that was interested in me doing a video on meditation and just thought I'd do one on something called the Hamsa breathing meditation. And no, I didn't name myself after it. And I've been doing it through my guides. I was guided to do this meditation years before I even knew the name was called Hamsa in a way, because I was just doing the breathing without the tones. But it's interesting. So let's get right into it. Now I'm talking about this to teach you the ancient method of meditation called Hamsa breathing meditation, or Hamsa breathing. During this meditation, it will help you get clarity of thought. It promotes oxygenation and circulation for the blood system, as many other benefits. What is one of the only ways that you can consciously affect your autonomic nervous system. If you're nervous or stressed out in your life, your brain, via the nerves, will likely turn on the sympathetic part of the system, the fight or flight response, which may lead to a faster heart rate, and it may lead to an increase in blood pressure. Many people are seeking to be less stressed, and the Hamsa meditation can be of great benefit everyday life. Posture is very important. Your organs and muscles all hang on your skeletal structure. If you have bad posture, you are not taking in oxygen properly into your body, which promotes bad health. So sit in a comfortable position and pay attention to your body. I even done the Hamsa meditation lying down myself, and what I could tell you is if you fall asleep, or just keep meditating when you wake up. If you concentrate on focus and breathing alone, you will not fall asleep. But forgiving yourself errors will help you learn and forgive others as well. So don't be self-critical, but keep going, and that is the key. So what I'm saying here is that you just keep, it's not like you get into this meditation, you're doing it and you get upset and you go, and you get mad at yourself. Forgive yourself and move forward. And the more you practice, the forgiveness is part of the meditation itself. And that way, when things happen in your everyday life, you're going to be more forgiving. Hamsa meditation is given this name because of what it sounds like. The Ham sounds like the inhale sound, and the Sa sounds like an exhale sound. Okay, and thank you for saying that. Somebody was just saying that they thought it was strange that I was doing a video and they were thinking about me. So it's a synchronicity, right? The Ham sounds like the inhale sound, and the Sa sounds like the exhale sound. So the Ham, inhale, and Sa, exhale, over and over. Now this meditation is done through the nose and not through the mouth. And I was just watching something the other day about try not to breathe, if you can, during the day through your mouth, and try to breathe just through your hi, Susan, through your nose all the time, you know. And they said, someone was saying that their growth was different for young people when they breathe just through their mouth and not through their nose. I think we're purposely supposed to breathe more through our nose, but I thought it was interesting. Anyway, get back to this at hand. And I'm reading a little bit from my website. I have a website, victorhamsa.com, by the way, and you're more than welcome to read these instructions later on. Now, this meditation done through the nose, not through the mouth. And in fact, if you're visualizing using only one nostril on the inhale and another on the out breath or exhale. So what I'm talking about, and there's a circadian rhythm that goes throughout your body. We, through ancient scholars and sages over thousands and thousands of years, they said there's the yin and the yang, right? So in the circadian rhythm, we have during certain times of the day, we have the yin that's going one way, and then it switches after a 12-hour mark, and sometimes 6 hours, it switches one side of the body to the other. So we have yin and yang throughout our body, and what we're doing is We're noticing the differences. And for instance, the air is going to go in one nostril. Here I'm picking my nose on live video, pretty cool. And then it's coming out one nostril. So you don't necessarily have to put your finger, although some proponents of this meditation talk about putting your finger over your nose. You don't have to do that. It's in your mind what you're doing. Right? So right there, I was breathing in through this nostril and breathing out through that nostril in my mind. It's not like we're physically actually doing it. But I believe in a way we're physically actually doing it, because if you concentrate all your awareness on it, it'll feel that way. So anyway, let me get back to this. Visualize, you don't have to plug your nose with your, right, for 4 seconds, filling up your lower diaphragm first. So what we do is we fill up our lower diaphragm. 4 seconds, you count to yourself. And once you start counting over and over, you get the feel of it. You don't have to, say the number 1 through 4 in your mind. You're concentrating on the meditation itself. You're not concentrating on the number 1 through 4, right? So after a bit, you're going to be able to know how long 4 seconds is, hopefully, and not losing awareness of time completely. But again, we are concentrating, and your awareness is just concentrating on breath and breath alone. That's it, right? It's pretty simple, isn't it? That's all we're talking about. Here I'm going to talk for a while about just breathing, so it's kind of interesting. Your circadian rhythm changes, and your chi force changes during the day. So the inhale is normally done through the left nostril in the morning, and later in the day naturally changes to the right nostril. So you would breathe in the right and breathe in through the left. It happens unconsciously for most people, and it's very slight. But this meditation makes you more aware of your chi and body rhythm changes that happen day to night as well. So this meditation is a supreme meditation above all others. In fact, the name Hamsa in Sanskrit means swan. It flies high above all other meditations, in my opinion. Hamsa is a mantra as well, and saying the mantra over and over helps build up your willpower and psychic awareness of your chi energy. Concentrating on your breath will produce clarity of thought, and it will give you space so you'll have new creative thoughts. So what I'm saying there is, when we concentrate on one thing singularly, what you're doing is you're letting go of all those extraneous thoughts, and you're using your willpower to concentrate on that one thing over and over, like staring at a spot on the wall. So, and for a long period of time, but you're concentrating on your breathing and proper stance, right? Proper sitting. Again, you can lay down if you want, but you're concentrating, and here's the important aspect of this. You're concentrating on your breathing alone for a period of time, and when you learn how to concentrate, you're building up your willpower, you're concentrating. So what you're going to do is you're going to be able to concentrate your willpower in other ways, and you're learning to have, when you stop concentrating, you're learning to have moments of silence, right? So what's important about that? A lot of us are, during the day, we're being used, our thoughts are using us, we're not using our thoughts. So moment of silence, right? So what I'm saying is you're more comfortable with the silence. You're more comfortable having thoughts. You're always having a string of thoughts, string of coherent, sometimes non-coherent, but string of thoughts always going, and there's like a movie, you're always seeing it. And now you're able to stop the movie, and you're able to concentrate on absolutely nothing, have clarity of thought, and this will allow you to use your mind and not let your mind use you. So this is what all the Zen teachers and sages look for. And I was given this over 25 years ago, through channeled just, and I don't want to say the word channel, but I was praying and I wanted to find clarity of thought. I wanted to meditate, and I just figured out how to do this all on my own. And years and years and years later, I found out about breathing meditation, and then, I just kept practicing and practicing and practicing, and that's how I came across this. And then later on, it ended up being that there's a meditation, and then it's named Hamsa meditation, which is kind of mind-blowing, right? So Hamsa is a mantra as well, and saying the mantra over and over can help build up your willpower and psychic awareness chi energy. Concentrating on your breath will produce, like I was saying, clarity of thought. It will give you space so you may have new creative thoughts. Be forgiving when you practice it, and gently remind yourself that when your thoughts go to other places, just to return to your breathing. I have seekers ask me all the time how they can have less stress during the day and more clarity of thought. I tell them how to do this meditation. They tell me they can't do it because they have no patience. This is the very exercise you keep building up your patience. This is what it does. It builds up your patience. It's like saying you can't swim because you won't get in the water. But once you get in the water, well, yes, then you can swim. It's like Dory says in the movie Finding Nemo, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. So try my favorite meditation out. Let me know what you think. And if you have any questions, please comment in the section below. So, and I have these instructions on my website, again, victorhamsa.com. Feel free to donate. If you ever want to donate money, you could donate through my site, victorhamsa.com. Like, subscribe, and share. I'm sure you're going to have questions about this, but again, sitting up straight is important, as it is all the time. Being aware of your posture and not slouching is important. Like your mom said at the dinner table, stop slouching. So you want to, be aware of your body, and then when you're filling up your lungs, we fill up the lungs from the bottom, and then we fill it up all the way to the top, and then you hold it for a second, right? And then you release. But we're doing it through, again, the nose. So you're going to be breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And Susan's asking how long daily. So good question, Susan. So I have people that say to me, how long can you concentrate on one thing is the real question, right? How long can you concentrate? So, sorry, I'm holding up my phone, so my phone hand keeps shaking. I apologize. So, anyway, how long can you do this? It's a good question. How long can you? So I have people that, come to me and they said, I am a spiritual teacher. By the way, I'm going to have retreat soon. Message me if you're interested. Maybe for a day retreat. Should be really fun. And they, how can I be more spiritual? How can I be more this? I said, okay, do this meditation. And I check back with them later and I say, are you doing the meditation? And they say, yeah, I don't have time, but how much time do you have? So if you're really doing it truly and you're doing it correctly, how long can you do it? Can you do it for 30 seconds? Can you do it for 30 seconds continually and then stop and then do it the next day for 30 seconds? Can you do it for a minute? Can you do it for 5 minutes? Can you do it for 10 minutes? How long can you do it is the question. The problem with most people is, and excuse my finger on the screen, but the problem for most people is their ego gets involved, and they say, oh, I did it for 20 minutes. No, you didn't. You didn't do it the first time 20 minutes. Oh, yeah. No, I did it 20 minutes. Oh, yeah. I go, okay, you did it for 20 minutes? That's great. And they go, well, I didn't, do it for 20 minutes continually. I mean, I did it and I stopped and I did something else and I did it. How long can you do is the question. When I figured out this meditation, I was doing it 4 hours a day, every day. Did that I guess for about a year and a half. And that's, what helped me a lot. But you work up to it. It's like anything. How long can you do it is the question. If you could do 10 minutes a day, it's great. 5 minutes a day is wonderful. If you could do up to 20 minutes, if you have the time, that's great. How long can you do it? There is no time limit on correct breathing, right? I find I'll get into this. I find that when you start, try to do it, a minute perfectly. I think doing it perfectly is better than haphazardly, and but you could keep coming back to it. After a week, push yourself up to 5 minutes maybe. After a month, maybe you could get to 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. Once you get up to about 20 minutes every day for maybe 4-5 months, you'll start to see some real benefits. And then your life will change dramatically. It'll be pretty mind-blowing, I think, for a lot of people, that all of a sudden you'll be able to control your thoughts, your emotions. You'll be able to not be a robot, but be more in tune with your environment, be more empathetic, be more awake. This is the only way to get into doing Kundalini. There, I said it. So this is the only way. Everything else is BS. This is the only way. So if you're going to get into this meditation, be aware that eventually you're going to learn Kundalini. It's going to start coming to you. And it's natural. It's part of your chi. You're going to be in touch with your chi. I still can't hear where I'm at. Just wanted to say, even though I don't always agree about everything you say, some good videos, bud. Thank you. So, again, is it necessary to hold your breath? Holding your breath is not a good idea. You can hold it for like a pause for a second. I don't think it, and again, you're doing it naturally. The most important thing is to, and let me just say this, that you don't even have to think Hamsa, you don't have to think anything. It's to be aware of your breathing and block out everything else. You don't have to do it thinking of one nostril and the other nostril. And let me just say that. You could forget everything and just concentrate on your breathing, and that's it through your nose. And you don't even have to concentrate one nostril or the other nostril. All the things I just said before, if alone all you do is concentrate on breathing in and out through your nose and nothing else, and focus all your awareness on breathing in and out through your nose, that's helpful. Okay? So if you could do the rest of what I'm talking about, that's even more beneficial. But if all you can do is breathe through your nose and concentrate on that for 10 seconds, that's more beneficial, more spiritually beneficial than you reading about spiritual subjects for 5 hours, is how I feel about it. So it is a pretty, interesting thing, and it's a deep thing. But again, try to do what I'm saying correctly from the beginning. I used to do the meditation for 4 hours. I would get tired of sitting up. I could lay down and eventually, fall asleep. When I woke up, I started breathing, meditating again. I found sometimes that was helpful. So, don't stress out about learning how not to be stressed. That's the antithesis of what I'm talking about. This is learning how to unstress yourself. So, is there any other questions before I sign off? Because I'm happy to answer any questions or in the comments. So, but Susan and other people were asking me to do, something about meditation. This I feel is the greatest meditation there is. Okay, Susan. Well, thank you. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. Like, subscribe, share. And thank you for everybody for tuning in. And let me know how your meditations are going. And I look forward to hearing how long everybody's meditating. All right. Thank you so much. Like, subscribe, and share. Peace.